Hello there. Today I have for you one of Japan's most important cars of all time. It is the Subaru 360. While it may not look like much today, this was back in the day Japan's people's car. This was the car that motivated Japan. This was one of the very first automobiles to come out of Japan. After World War II, people needed transportation and Subaru got to work on this. It has a very tiny 356cc motor, produces 25 horsepower, this particular one, because it's one of the later ones. It's also one of the American ones because they tried to import this to America for some reason. While it hasn't got much speed, it certainly has got a lot of character, and there is a reason collectors all over the world have been collecting these things for years. Now, while that's all great and good, I want to know if the Subaru 360 can hold up today. And that's why I've devised a challenge. This challenge, I had several ideas for this, however, I've decided on revisiting an old rivalry. Subaru versus Mitsubishi. This was the big thing back in the day, of course. We had cars like the EVO 6 versus the Subaru Impreza of old, like the 90s one. I can't remember the chassis code off the top of my head. Hawkeye versus the EVO 8, EVO 9. However, this battle will now reach an absolute climax because I'm going to put this car against the final ever EVO, the EVO 10. This is a pretty interesting challenge I've got in mind. What I'm going to do is I'm going to attempt to beat the Forza Top Gear lap time for the EVO 10. Now let me just double confirm what that time is. I believe, yes, here we are. It got the EVO 10 when it went round a 124.975, which slotted it in between a Chevrolet Fleetline Special and a Dodge Charger SRT. Yeah, 124.9 is the time for the little Subaru to beat. Now, obviously, it is not going to be able to do that stock. In fact, to prove that, we will... Well, actually, we won't prove that. I ran this thing around Top Gear stock because I've sort of got an idea for an episode with these cars anyway, so I am not going to ruin what's happened. But, to put it nicely, the 360 got a time of 2:08, I believe. Admittedly, I did have some fun with the handbrake and all of that, but yes, I did indeed get that time. So yeah, it's not a quick car. It is about 10 seconds off of a Volkswagen Beetle, I believe. Yes. Yes, it is. Right, so it is going to need some pretty major modification to do this. Now, I'm going to give it 6 attempts. But to start with, I'm not going to upgrade it too much. The EVO 10 is actually a B502 car. I want to see if I can do it without increasing the PI that much. Of course, plenty of PI to play with. It's E100 to start with. So engine-wise, we have a Honda Civic engine, a 1.3 litre 2-rotor, or a Subaru Flat 4. I'm thinking Subaru Flat 4 is the way to go with this, so we will put that in. I'm also thinking... Ooh, all-wheel drive really does put the PI up. We'll try and drive it like that. Alright. I'm literally, for this first run, because I'm curious to see what it'll do, I'm going to... Wow, those tyres. 125s. Wow. My Panda had bigger tyres than that. Although it didn't have bigger tyres than 175. So, we're going to stick big tyres on it. 215s on the rear, that's not that bad. That increases the PI massively. I don't really care about the PI because I don't think this is going to do it this time around. Anyways, WRX engine, full tyre widths, let's see how this goes. If we beat the time on the first sort of event, I will just keep trying to upgrade this thing and see what it can do. Oh god, suspension. Alright, here we go. Let's see what happens. I'm expecting launch. Oh my god. Gearbox! Oh god, the gearbox. Well, that wasn't very smart. Oh well, we've started the first attempt now. I can't... Even if it's completely uncontrollable, I can't undo an attempt. Ooh, oh my god. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh god. Right. This is not fun. This is not fun. Oh my goodness. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's just bucking and rolling everywhere. It's glorious. Oh, man. Okay. Well, it's... I want to say it's promising. I'll give it that. Obviously, it needs a gearbox. It needs suspension tuning. Because, oh my goodness, that's not good. Staring at the sky. Oh, man. Alright, I mean, it's fun to drive. I'll give it that. If nothing else. Oh my god. Right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I apologise to your ears because all you can hear is a flat four going. It's not the worst noise you can hear in the world, but it's not the best either. Right. Oh god, we are bucking. We are rolling. This is not good. Oh Christ. Right. 143.158. Now, on my leaderboard for the Forza Top Gear Laps, that would make it the second slowest car of all time. It's actually slower than the C1 Corvette. Part of that's down to its gearbox, so we will go ahead and stick a new gearbox in this thing, because I do think that's one thing it is in desperate need of. Anyways, at least we'll make some money while we're doing this, although not a huge amount, but there you go. Anyways, right. What do we want? We want a racing gearbox. Now, the grip wasn't too terrible. Oh yeah, suspension, that was the other thing, right. Give this thing race springs. I'm gonna chuck the gearbox in it. That shoots the PI up, but oh well. We'll have to have it anyway. What aero bits can we do? Oh, we can actually do little... that's quite cool. I'm going to run it like that, right. Modified suspension, gearbox. I'm going to have a quick look at the tuning on it. When the benchmark says failed, that's usually a bad sign. I don't know why it's saying it can only do 90. Okay, it must be gearbox limited for some reason, even though that looks like it's supposed to go a lot quicker. What about if we do that? 155 miles an hour, I don't want to do that. Anyways, let's fully lower the suspension and we'll stiffen her up a bit. Cool. Right. I'm curious now, let's see how this goes. It's got a gearbox, it's got suspension. I'm sure many people would have wanted me to leave the wibbly wobbly suspension in there, but this is a serious challenge. This is a serious channel. You should know that by now. Alright, here we go. Let's see what happens. It's quick off the line. That gearbox is nowhere near long enough. Oh god, okay. That's why we didn't give it any more speed. Right. I wonder where my braking zone is here. Not there, right. So the one issue with doing this live is you sort of see how much... I still don't know the Top Gear track. I've driven around this track probably way over 5,000 times at this point, and I still can't get it right. I think I need a differential. That's one thing I definitely am in need of. I fear I might break my challenge at this exact point, to be honest with you, because... Oh, good god. Okay, right. On the next set, I need brakes. I'm going to give it brakes, but I don't really think I need to do any more than that. Just with the upgraded suspension and gearbox, this thing seems to be doing pretty well. I thought I was going to have to, like, radically overhaul this car, stick a... you know, four-wheel drive system in it and everything. But, no, it's actually not terrible. On the brakes. That wasn't really a braking zone, but whatever, it'll do. Coming round the final corner, understeer, understeer, understeer. A 125.644 for the 360. 125.644. It beats an EVO 8. So it's beaten the EVO 8. I don't even. It's on stock tyres. How is this happening? Alright. I literally don't even... I don't know, what was that, second attempt? Oh, we've still got 4 more attempts. I might just end up upgrading the bollocks out of this thing and just seeing what it can do after it beats the challenge. Alright. On this run, we want upgraded brakes. That's the one thing I wanted, and... do I want to increase chassis rigidity, maybe? It'll add some weight to it, but will probably make it better. No, we'll just do brakes on this run, because I'm not entirely convinced this might not be the run that completely destroys it. Okay, for some reason the gearbox has gone weird again. Alright, we'll just extend it out fully and see if that helps. Alright, some more gearbox tuning and braking. This is attempt number 3 for the Subaru 360. Go! I mean, that launch is a lot quicker. It does 0 to 60 in about 2 seconds. It's a mental machine, this one. Still can't get the braking zone for that corner. I'm used to braking there because I've been driving slower cars around here recently. This isn't that slower car. Oh my goodness. Also needs a differential. That's the one thing this car really could benefit from. I did say that before, but... okay, upgraded brakes haven't really done anything, apparently. It still feels like it's stopping in about the same distance. Alright. There is all manner of understeer. I would just like to point out, this is not a particularly nice car to drive. I mean, it's quick. It's not nice. Oh, God. Right. Come around here. Understeer, 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 understeer. I don't see the point of sticking new tyres on it, though, to be honest with you, because if it's already technically trying to kill the EVO as is, it's doing pretty well. Ah. Get around there, come on. I mean, we're much lighter weight than the EVO, but that's not really the point. I can imagine the replay looks silly. I'll probably, when I've set the fastest time I can with this, I'll probably chuck the replay at the end for you as a special bonus clip. Oh god, get around there, come on. 125.528. Okay, we didn't beat the EVO on that run, but we certainly aren't too far off. So, okay, so that was attempt number 3. I think this time around I'm going to add a roll cage and a differential, and we're going to see how we get on. Tempted by a front aero, to be honest with you. Front aeros probably might be a good idea as well. The one thing I'm quite surprised with is it's not doing what the abarth does, which is if you put too much power in the abarth, it sort of starts bucking and being a bit weird. This isn't doing that, so yeah, that's quite odd. Anyways, what did I say I was doing? Differential, didn't I? So we will grab the differential and we will grab some chassis rigidity. You can actually do weight reduction to this thing. I'm curious how much weight you can actually pull out of this. Ah, only about 80 pounds. Does make the weight distribution better, which isn't actually a terrible idea. Nah, this is only attempt 4. We're going to have 2 more attempts after this, so sod it. Alright, so chassis rigidity will hopefully improve the braking slightly, as much as I don't know if that really makes much sense. And what else did I do? Differential, right. Come on, mighty 360. There we go. We are going. Right, brakes there, maybe. Oh wow, I actually got stopped for the first corner. Hallelujah. Alright. Okay. With the... oh, the differential has made things very sad. It's now trying to kill me. It wasn't trying to kill me before, which was quite a commendable aspect, but now it's sort of trying to. Which isn't particularly good. It sort of feels like if I'm sort of pointing it in a direction, and it's going in that direction, and there's not really... if this makes sense, I'm sort of pointing in a direction, and only after about 5 seconds can I choose to go in another direction. We're going past that yellow post at the 50-second mark. That's usually a sign of a very good time. Oh, follow through is not fun. Well, yeah. It's all not fun. None of this is... well, it is quite fun, actually. I'm lying slightly. Okay. There we go, around there. Come into the line. Power. A 121,920. So it's 3 seconds quicker than an EVO 10. Oh, what was it again? A 121,920. It isn't far off a Lotus Evora. I'm very confused. I'm very, very confused. So that was attempt number 4. Right. I think my plan is probably I'm going to take attempt 5 semi-seriously, and then I might just dump race tyres on this thing and see what happens. To be honest with you, at this point, I don't even know if it'd be a positive or a negative to this car. Anyways, right. What do I want to do with it on this one? I'm thinking aero. Let's try adding some aero, see if that helps it out. The worst bit is, technically, this car is completely legal to run around here still. I don't know if I'm going to allow race cars yet, so my ideas on race tyres is probably going to get relaxed soon, but, yeah. Should we help the drag slightly as well? We'll install street side skirts, which apparently changes something, and that changes the roof, and actually takes out a lot of weight. Sod it, we'll have that as well. Yeah, okay. Right. Aerodynamics are now improved. Do I want to tweak the aero maybe? I might just like fully dump the aero onto it. Right, all of the cornering. There we go. Lovely. I'm going to play with that differential a bit as well. I'm going to really tone it down a bit. If I get it to like a 40, 45 maybe. But yeah, I'm super surprised by this. I genuinely thought I was going to have to like all-wheel drive swap it and stick all of the power in it for a remote hope of getting this to do what it's doing, but yeah, it's pretty incredible, it has to be said. Right. Going, rolling down the highway. Right, there we go. I just love how quick it is. It's a mental machine. Of course, if you used to do this in real life with a Subaru 360, it would probably fall to bits, I would imagine. But it's video games. It doesn't really matter. Right. Ooh. There we go. Yeah, I don't think it's made it that much quicker. It doesn't feel all that much more different with what it's got on it, but there you go. Right. Sliding. All of the sliding. Yeah, it hasn't made it any quicker by the looks of it, but it's fun. Yeah, it's just, this is an insane contraption. I love it. I really do love it. It's, yeah. It's very, very stupid. Very, very silly. Alright. Try and poke it down there. There we go. And finally, go over there. 121,731. 121,731 is... yeah, it's almost Lotus Evora beating, which is pretty incredible. I don't really know what more I can really do to this vehicle, besides putting the tyres on it. I am going to do that. I think my plan is I'm going to do one more sort of serious run, and then I'm just going to dump everything on it in like a run that doesn't really count, and we'll see sort of what happens. But yeah, apparently if you want a really quick race car, build a Subaru 360. Right. I'm tempted to maybe chuck street tyres on it or something, just to see what happens. Could chuck drag tyres on it. Send it to orbit. I'm almost curious to see what happens when you all-wheel drive swap it. Should we give it a go? Let's install all-wheel drive and see what happens. It doesn't really need it, to be honest with you, but I guess it'll make things entertaining for you lot. Right. Launch. Oh god, it's got a stock gearbox. I hate fucking... I can't believe it. I don't know why it still does that. I thought they'd sorted out the whole silly taking out the drivetrain parts when you swap a gearbox. I mean, obviously it doesn't really make much sense, but none of that. I mean, this doesn't make sense in general, so I don't know why it's thingy. So I'm probably going to have to retune that entire thing, aren't I? All of the speed, don't care. Yeah, excellent. Well, looks like all-wheel drive isn't actually going to improve it all that much, but, oh well. We shall give it a go. If it doesn't improve it, I'll just take it out for the final silly run. Launch. Okay, it launches quicker, I'll give it that. Right. Oh, God. There we go. Yeah, it doesn't actually feel any better. We've got to be honest. Really does not feel any better to drive with the all-wheel drive, so yeah. Okay, apparently leaving it rear-engined rear-wheel drive was the correct thing to do, which is nice to see. Ooh. Yeah, definitely leaving it rear-wheel drive helps, because otherwise it drives like a maniac. Yeah, this attempt's... I'm not going to count this attempt, just because, yeah, nothing's really happening there, is it? It's just being silly. Right. So. Finally what I'm going to do, I'm going to chuck tyres on it, and then we'll just chuck all the power into it and see what happens. Right, so let's return it to that. I'm assuming we're going to have to reinstall all of this lot. Yes, we are. And retune the gear ratios, blah, blah, blah. Right. Let's stick... I'm going to stick street tyres on it. Just because I'm curious to see what it does with street tyres. Right. Gearbox, time to fix it again. Oh, no. There we go. Wonderful. Right. Here we go. Here is the final form of our mighty Subaru 360. Can it beat a Lotus Evora? I genuinely don't know where this car is going to go. A641. I mean, Lotus Evora's a B-class car. I think it's not too far off actually joining stuff like an A-class car and so on and so forth. So, yeah. We definitely get more traction off the launch. I'll give it that. But yes, right. Our braking is going to be significantly improved. Doesn't actually feel any or that much quicker. I do have a little bit more turning grip, which is nice. But not a whole lot. Alright. We're 31 seconds going past that post, which is the sign of a quick time, as I've said. Well, I've sort of... I don't know if I've said it too much. I actually have sort of, like, markers on this track now. So, passing through that sort of set of cones, there's my marker. This yellow post here is also a marker I sort of use to sort of verify where I am on the track, sort of what time I'm looking at. Almost like a checkpoint system in Gran Turismo or something, so... Okay, so the front end of the car is lifting up now, because we've got that much grip and that much speed. So that's fun. Alright. Go around there. Cut around here, and the final time is a 1:19.167. It's quicker than an AMG GTS, a Ford GT, An Aston Martin V12 Vantage S, an Alfa Romeo 33 Stradale, a Chevrolet Camaro ZL1. Yeah. Yeah. So, the challenge was to set out to find whether a Subaru 360 can beat an EVO 10. It turns out, yes. It can demolish an EVO 10, and it can also demolish many other things it shouldn't demolish. Right. For my final magic trick, let's just go ahead and completely max everything out and see what happens. Right. We will have race tyres. We will... Please tell me I was running... Yeah, I have. It's a bit weird. It doesn't... Old Forzas used to jump to the part you've got equipped. It doesn't do that on this game for some reason. Alright. We do have the Forza Aero. Did I get the roof bubble? Yes, I did. Right. We'll leave the drivetrain in. Right. I'm going to upgrade the clutch. We are going to stick in the driveline. Sort of... This is probably the one that's going to kill me. Alright. Brakes, yes, we have those. Suspension, we have that. I like how the car hops up there. That's pretty cool. Right. Anti-roll bars. Roll cage. And that, we're into S-Class. Right, here's where the real insanity starts. Let's start upgrading the engine and see what happens. Alright. 336 horsepower. 351 horsepower. The exhaust is probably going to dump a load of weight off. Yep. It's getting lighter. Camshafts, yes, we want those. Although they don't decrease weight. I see the turbo, that's probably going to add a bunch of weight. I'm also seeing the PI sort of still climbing, which is actually a good sign, to be fair. At least that means it's going to be semi-controllable, apparently. 511 horsepower. 691 horsepower. Oh, class. Fucking Jesus. 706 horsepower. 716, and to top it all off, there we go. 1,280 pounds of weight, 716 horsepower. I think that's everything maxed out. I'm just curious, what if I all-wheel drive swapped it? That would put it all the way to R886, but as we've proven, that doesn't make it any better to drive. Right. Just make sure everything is correctly set up. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's the point. On that final run, I didn't have the differential sorted out. Oh well. It's sorted out now. Right. It's time for my crazy... Hold on. Did I see that right? The 0 to 100 times quicker than the 0 to 60 time. It also says it's going to do 206 miles an hour. I kind of want to test whether it's going to do that or not, to be honest with you. Alright, here we go. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. 700 horsepower Subaru 360. Oh god, it's going to do a 360 if I'm not careful. Oh my goodness. It's... Oh god, okay. Okay. Yeah. It's a thing. It's happening. Oh my goodness. Christ. Jesus. I can't even. I can't take it seriously because it's just mental. It's spinning its wheels in every gear imaginable. Alright, there we go. Come through there. 46 seconds there, that's quick. Oh my goodness. I like how this video is just a lot of me screaming, oh my god. Because, holy crap. It reminds me of the rough yellow bird. Just because that was a mental rear-engined, rear-drive thing that existed. And blast call 116227. It's quicker than a Ferrari 458 Italia. No way near as nice to drive as a Ferrari 458 Italia, but there you go. Anyways, we will quickly watch the replay on this. But yeah, I think that was a pretty successful challenge, if you ask me. That's, yeah, I love this. Oh, it looks so ridiculous. It's beautiful. Come on, little 360. This is, it's a thing to watch. Also, people decide to start cutting down trees again. That's good. Yeah. Oh dear, I don't think I've ever had more fun in a car build than building up this mighty Subaru 360. It's an incredible bit of kit. I think I'm going to change the title of this episode from Subaru 360 versus Evo 10 to like Subaru 360 versus the Forza Top Gear Lap Leaderboard or something like that, because yeah, it's fucking glorious. That's what it is. It is amazing. Look at it go. The mighty Subaru. The worst bit is, if I drove it better, this thing could probably be getting like a 115 maybe. But actually driving it better is it's quite a difficult thing to really do, to be honest with you. But yeah, that's mighty. The mighty Subaru 360. What a car. What a challenge. Yeah, excellent. I had a lot of fun with that one. So, yeah, that is going to be it for this video. I do hope you've enjoyed the insanity with me. It's been an experience, let's put it that way. Whether or not I'm going to add this to the Top Gear Lap Leaderboard, I'm not sure. I'm probably not going to add this crazy race build one, but I might add sort of like the final iteration of the 360 maybe, so let me know if you want that. I don't know why they've decided to chop down the tree outside my house, that's why. Yes. Anyways, of course, if you haven't picked up the January car pack and you want to go play with the Subaru 360, do so. It is totally oh my god. That's not a boxer engine in here. You've lied to me, Forza. But yes, anyways, there's still plenty of silliness to come. I've got a 2CV car build, which will probably go up tomorrow, so join me for that. But yes, until next time, friends, thank you all very much for watching, and farewell.